Hi everybody, Dr. Anna here. This is a really quick video to talk about the difference between reacting and responding. Now it may sound semantic, but actually they are quite different. And when we react and when we respond, the outcomes of those two are very different as well. So it's worth knowing the difference. So when we react, it is from a place of emotion. Someone says something that makes you happy or sad or angry, you feel that emotion and you, on impulse pretty much, or automatically react. So someone says something that it makes you really happy, you might squeal and jump in the air or give them a hug. If someone says something that makes you angry, you might become distressed and shout or cry or just walk away. Those are reactions. When we respond, we put a little bit of time in between the event and how we deal with it, what we say and how we say it. Now that little bit of time may only be a few seconds, but what it does is it allows us time to feel the feeling and then have a choice about what we do with that feeling. So taking an example of anger, someone says something, you feel quite angry, and instead of just becoming angry or feeling hurt, you take a moment, you clock it, and you can respond with something along the lines of, I think I said something that hurt your feelings, or you seem really upset, or has something happened? All of those things. And you are able to respond with choice, with time. And usually when we have fallouts or when relationships go awry, it's because people react. So one person reacts, another person reacts, things escalate, tempers flare, or upsets and hurts are said, and it builds on and builds and builds and builds and escalates and escalates. When we take time to respond, often that can cool the situation down. People can be a little bit more thoughtful about how they're responding, and often the outcome is better. Now, we can't all respond all the time because that would make us feel not terribly human. We all have emotions, we all feel them and react accordingly. But sometimes it is really useful to take that pause, that breath, and say, do I want to react to this, or do I want to just think about what's going on and respond? And will the outcome in the long term feel a bit better? Will I be able to maintain that relationship a little bit more happily or more calmly if I don't jump on this instantly? Often the answer to that question is yes, you will, but not always. So we will all react sometimes, but it's good to know the difference, and it's good to sometimes feel more empowered by the choice of choosing to respond and having some say in what happens next. You can't deal with anyone else's reaction or response, but you can deal with your own. So when you know the difference and when you sometimes are able to choose to respond rather than react, it is a more empowering feeling and a more liberating feeling to have a choice and not to feel so overwhelmed by emotion that you then regret what you say or what you do afterwards. And I think most of us, all of us, will have had that experience. I've certainly had it. Don't terribly like it. And then you spend time trying to repair it. When you respond, that happens less often. We all probably do both. Knowing the difference means that you have a little bit more choice in which you do a little bit more often. So I hope that was helpful. If it was, please share it with anyone else who might find it helpful. And I'll see you next time. Bye.